atrocities happen to us. I have 3 children here in Owen Sound, and they got it too. I am so tired of fighting just to be recognized. And I don't have long. My husband tells me, my husband is a white individual, and he tells me there's more sunset behind me than there is in front of me. So I'm going to enjoy everyone, and I want you to just to tell you, the reason we put up this cairn is because we were free. We were told we are free. And we're free people to do what you want to do and what we want to do. We're free to do it. And that's the purpose of the cairn. The cairn represents, there's some squares on it to show you how we got the freedom. The squares are representing the quilts that they made to show Black people and white supporters how we can get through to the next step, to come to this amazing country like Canada. It's amazing. I am not going to dispute, tell you Canada was all innocent and lovely and gorgeous. We had atrocities here too, way back then, and today you still know we're having the atrocities. But what the atrocities here right now, a lot of it is very subtle. Very, very subtle. Some of these stones in this cairn here came all the way from Africa, the continent of Africa, not the country, because most of you know Africa is not a country. It's an entire continent, and there's 54 countries in Africa, and maybe more because they're dividing all the time. But anyway, I'm saying some of these stones came from there. Some of them came from the southern U.S. where we were captured and enslaved. And these stones here are representatives. All we ask for is a little bit of recognition. And last year, for instance, I was part of the emancipation. And what was happening was nothing but a white supremacist slogan all over this cairn, telling people that they don't want us here. But we're here, and we're here to stay. We're never those of us who are here, my sign said, hi there, okay? My sign said, please just stand up and say something. Do not listen to all the black jokes about the body parts of the male and the butt, the booty. And we love our booty because J-Lo has a booty like that. We love it. So we love her. And the rest, please stop it and respect us because we're human. We want exactly what you want. A roof over our head and food in our bellies. And decency to live our lives and walk the streets just like you. We're not all criminals. We're not all criminals. Yes, there is some criminal black people. And yes, there is some criminal white people. But we're not all criminals. 99% of us are decent people. Absolutely decent. Wanting what we have. So with that, I don't want to keep you much longer, but I just want to say, support us. Pardon? Support us whatever way you can. Don't stand and listen to the jokes. Don't, just say something. That's just not right. That's not right. I mean, what my take this week, if that man, I know he wasn't the best individual to represent black people. I heard he had issues regarding drugs, and issues towards petty crime. But there's no need to kill this individual the way you killed him. Thank you. And I tell my husband, if that was a dog, the entire world would be on that man. And all those men, because they would not stand. And we are as good as a dog. But now people are saying we're not even worth that. We're not even worth it. And here we came, and I'm just amazed. In February, all those people in Owen Sound who has children in school, every February for the past 6 years, I've gone to the schools to represent, just to tell them a little bit about black history. And I do not dwell on the slave part because black people were rich people. Black people were cultured people. Black people had one of the first universities in the world. Black people they came and they built North America, much. The White House, we heard her say that. North Carolina, the University of North Carolina, the stones that there were built by, were produced there by black people. And we were lynched just for looking at a white person. If we looked, we were lynched. And today, I think what they're doing is modern day lynching. And we've got to stop it. We've got to stop it. Old sound, please. Please, old sound, please. I appreciate you. I love you all, and some of you know me. And I love all the people, because people matter. Black lives matter, white lives matter, Chinese lives, everybody matter. And please, beggars, save my children, please, and my grandchildren. Please, I'm just begging you to tell them, don't be so harsh. Don't be so harsh with us, because deep down inside, all of us are good people. Yes!
Another round of applause, please. I would just like to thank Pat. I actually have known Pat for my life, pretty much. She's like my other grandma, so thank you for showing so much respect, and also just, she's such a wonderful woman. Get to know her, please and thank you. Now I have found Hannah Miley, so now she's going to talk to you guys. So let's listen to her now.
Hi everyone, it's an honor to be here. Do I sound okay? Everyone can hear me? Yep. If you can hear me, say Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Thank you. I stand here today with both sadness and hope. I feel sadness because the ideals of civil rights leaders from over 50 years ago, leaders like Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks, remained as ideals and have not yet become a reality. I feel sadness about what brings us here today in response to the death of George Floyd and the unjust treatment of Black people. At the same time, seeing you all here relieves that sadness because I see the eyes of conviction and commitment, of people who are individually and collectively working towards a more just, equitable, and inclusive society. And that gives me hope for the future. We stand here today in solidarity for the wrongs that have been done. We are here because it is wrong for humans to be discriminated against based on the color of their skin and what that symbolizes. We are here because it is wrong for people to make visceral judgments against others based on superficial characteristics that can lead to misjudging a situation or a person. We are here because it is wrong to think that persons of color, especially Black people, are inferior to white people in any way. We recognize that prejudice attitudes can be expressed in both subtle and overt ways, and either way, this must be put to an end. We are here because we believe in the power of our community and our shared humanity. We are here to make a positive difference and to make improvements in our local community, and we need our local leaders to do the same. We are here to make peace and learn from the past to ensure a better future. We are here because the moral examples of Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and others continue to be paragons that we need to embrace and follow. In the face of adversity, we cannot stay silent or accept impasse. After all these years, change is irrefutably the only choice we have. Today, this moment, this time in history is a further call to action. I believe that the way many people are rallying for the cause right now could be the inception of a new era of greater equity. This means staying strong and never giving up. This means recognizing our own privileges and biases and how these impact our actions. This means listening to all voices, especially Black voices, with humility, openness, and genuine compassion to help find solutions. It is up to us to create a more peaceful future with less prejudice, racism, and discrimination. Thank you all for being here and listening.
Well, we might as well give her another hand too, because that was amazing. So Pat does work for the Emancipation Festival, so we are collecting donations today. We will be collecting them up here, but there's also a place that you can donate online. It's a great place, honestly. They educate us on this, and we need to be educated on this, because if we were educated, this wouldn't be happening right now. So let's donate. That's all I have to say. And now I would like to take time to kneel for 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
Just before we do that, I just want to remember, you see, you've all got signs. Everybody's got signs. Please do not be afraid to put it on your lawn sign, on your lawn, and in your front window. That will tell us you really do mean it. Put it on your window.
I'm not going to make you kneel if you don't want to, but if you feel that you need to kneel, that'd be great. Thank you. I don't know for you, but that was very powerful. I almost started crying. Oh my goodness. Again, thank you so much. Like, this truly means a lot, but this is not where it ends. This is the beginning. This doesn't stop here. I'm glad you all came out to March Day, but like Pat said, put your signs on your lawn, put them in your window, educate yourself on this, donate, share with your friends, have a conversation. Just have it. It's really like, it will do you very well. Again, thank you so much, and let's start marching back.
Hey guys, while everybody's here, I just wanted to take this time to say a few words. First of all, I just want to say thank you all for coming out, people of all nationalities. I see everybody here. It's amazing to me. I did not expect for there to be this big of a turnout. And I'd just like to thank everybody for that. And I'd like to thank everybody that I know. I've grown up here in Owen Sound. I was born and raised here. And I'd like to thank everybody for not always making me feel like I don't fit in. Personally, in my experience, I've always felt like I have been accepted for the most part by everybody around me, and I'd like to thank you all for that as well. But there have also been times when I feel like I have been looked at differently, obviously because I'm black. And for the people here who haven't had the chance to experience that, I'd like to just give you a couple examples of what that might feel like, so you might be able to put yourself into those shoes. Racism is a feeling of not wanting to pull up next to a cop because you feel like they're going to pull you over because of the color of your skin. Or walking into a store and having everybody turn and look at you, or feel like you're being followed around the store because of the color of your skin. It's the feeling of not feeling like you're going to get a job because of the color of your skin. And I would like to think Owen Sound is a really positive place. It shows here just how positive this place is, and I love it. I love Owen Sound. It's an amazing place. And I've had people ask me, where does change start? And change starts right here. Change starts with everybody, people like you, people like me. It's the middle of a pandemic, and we're all out here on the hottest day of the summer. So thank you all.
There is water and snacks right in front of me, so if you feel dehydrated or you want to munch on something real quick, it's right up there. So go ahead.